super reliable 1.6 twin port Astra. Back in, going to do a service on it, but I'm going to put on this one the oil and filter change. How to do oil and filter change on this twin cam engine. Nice and straightforward, real good job. So let's crack on with it. First of all, going to get the bonnet up. Straight away, pop the top off the oil cap, drop that up there, just pull the dipstick out slightly. Just helps when you take the bung out the bottom, if you've got some airflow through the top, helps it come out nice and easy. The other thing is we're going to get this engine, it's going to be nice and warm. I've just took it around the block, so it is hot. So we're going to have to get the car in the air, so we'll fit on the jacking point and we'll get it up, get the jack under it, show you where that jacking point is. Okay. So I'm going to go on this passenger side, and down here we've got the sill that comes along. Now you can either put a jack underneath where this little divot is in the sill, or we can get it under this main chassis member here, or the subframe under there. Depends what kind of jack you've got. If you're using the standard jack, then you're going to have to go under here, but I wouldn't like to go underneath the car on them. I've got my trolley jack and I'm going to put it underneath this chassis member here. Got to get it up just high enough so we can get underneath it. Safety lock on as well, so there we go, beautiful. Right, let's get into the dark side. Oh, happy days, look at this under here, look. Okay, what we've got is the sump of the engine, which is this fella here. And at the bottom of the sump there, we've got the bung, which is a Torx bit. The oil filter is up the front of the engine. There it is, just by the side of the exhaust pipe we've got this oil filter. So it's nice and easy to get at. We will need a tool to crack it off because it may well be tight, and we'll get on with that. These hold about 5 litres of oil, so we're going to need a tray. Let's get all that going on. Okay, so we've got the trusty oil bucket. We'll get that underneath this Torx head here and we'll whip that out. So before we go any further, we've got a bit of rag handy, just in case. We've got a knuckle bar, or it's a T45 Torx bit. So you've just got to make sure we get the right one in there. Okay, right. Let's crack this off. Oh, there she goes. Oh, she's tight. She's tight. There we go. Look, let's whip that out of there. Oh, God, it don't want to come, does it? It don't want to come. Oh, we've got that in the bucket. Good job it's clean, isn't it? That one's good in a minute when it's got a load of oil in it. Oh, let's go again. Come on, baby. Oh, that's tight, that's tight. Okay. I just put my finger on it, apply a little bit of pressure until all of the threads are out, like the on out, then just whip it away. And it's that rag we put up here. We can now just mop up his hands so we don't drip oil everywhere. There we go. Super. And that's the bung there. And this one has a rubber O-ring around the bung, and these last ages, so you don't have to keep changing that. You just wipe it up, put it back on again. Job's a good one. We'll let that drain. See how nicely that's coming out, because we've got that filler cap off. It's took no time at all to get it out. And obviously when you jack the car up, the back of the sump comes down, so the oil flows better to the back and out, which is great. Just all helps with the draining of the engine. And also when the engine's warm, the viscosity of the oil is thinner, so that it actually runs down from the top of the engine. It runs down to the bottom of the sump a lot quicker, which again helps with the draining of the oil. So we'll get in there, we'll wait for it to go to a drip, and then we'll put the bung back in. So this has been a great car. It's now got 90,000 miles on the clock. We've had very, very few problems with it. It's been a really, really good motor. I've looked after it for a friend since it was almost new. And it has been a good car. Testament to the old Vauxhall. Okay, so the wind's starting to blow this everywhere because it's getting so dribbly, which I'm almost ready to call it day. I'm almost ready to call it. I'm going to call it time, I think, and put the bung back in a little bit longer, just a little bit more. It's quite blowy today, and it is causing havoc with me dribbling oil. That's really getting fine now, we're nearly there. It's nearly there, it's nearly there. The wind is blowing. Ooh, that stream's getting, there we go. Yeah, that's the one for me. Right, and let's get that back in again. So, just get that round, we'll just give it a little wipe for now. Right, now we can do that back up again. Just move that oil can out of the way a second. We'll spin this back in again. Oh, bollocks. Oh no, I've dropped my ratchet in the bloody oil. Oh yeah, that's one. Oh, look at that. That is a fail. That is such a fail. What an absolute muppet. Oh dear. It's all good, isn't it, eh? Stop it going rusty, won't it? Just what my knuckle bar needed, a bit of external lubrication. Look at that. Oh dear. Oh, you gotta love this job. You gotta love it. Right, let's get back on and do it all. Okay, nip that up. We haven't got to go too tight. Righty ho. The old snap-on knuckle bar has a bath. Its favourite kind in the oil bucket. Okay, so that's that done. Now, let's whip the oil filter out. When you're looking from above on this one, the oil filter is located just down there below this inlet. Sorry, just down there below this exhaust manifold. You can just see the top on it. Now, it's quite tricky to get at from the top, but from below, it's a lot easier. So you need some kind of filter tool to get this filter off, and my favourite is this, it's a snap-on claw, and as you turn, you put it over the filter, and as you turn, it closes in and bites onto the filter. It's great for getting tight filters off, it really is good, you just can't overdo it with this. So yeah, let's crack on and get it off. Right, so we get the bucket for the oil underneath the filter on the floor. I get my little claw, and I get that up there, slip it over it, and then we'll just rotate it. A little bit fiddly to get it started. Right, there we go, it's coming out. We're getting that. Once it's hand tight, we can just spin that now with his fingers. Let that little oil trickle come down. I don't want to get it everywhere, so just take his time. There we go. And then the new one, we just take a bit of the old oil. So this new filter, we've got a bit of oil on my finger there from the old filter, and we just wipe it around the rubber just to give it a nice sleeve of oil around there, and that just helps it locate when we screw it back onto the pin. So it's hand tight and then quarter turn is how I do this. So hand tight, get the claw on that. And then just go another quarter turn. That sounds good. Lovely. And a bit of a clean up. So we've got a little bit of carburetor cleaner just to spray round. Just removes any of that residue oil that we've got on the exhaust and stuff, and just wipe it down then. Lovely, beautiful. That'll clean that up nice. Okay, get the oil cleaner out of the way. Pull the oil tray out. And we can lower the car down. So we've got 530 oil going in here, fully synthetic, and like I say, it holds around about 5 litres. Oops, Jesus. Okay, let's have a little dip then, see what we've got going on. Well, yeah, full of cold today. Okay, we're not on the stick yet, so let's go for a bit more. Now on the stick, so let's dunk it up. So on this dipstick, what you've got is these serrations on here. From the top serration to the bottom is 1 litre of oil. So 1 litre from top to bottom. So as soon as you start getting on the bottom of the stick, you know you need 1 more litre to get you to the top. And at the minute, we are just there, look, so we need 1/4 of a litre. Not forgetting though, when we fire it up, the oil will circulate, fill that oil filter at the front, which is going to take about ½ litre in itself. So I think we're still going to need about 1 litre in here. So we'll pop the cap on, we'll start it, we'll run it, switch it off, let it settle, dip, and do a final check on it. So we'll just let that settle down again. Okay, let's have a look, see what's going on. On that, look, halfway, so ½ litre, we'll finish this off. A tip is when you're bringing this oil can in, rather than going at it sideways, if you come at it like that, and you can almost tip the bottle backwards on itself, it delays how long it takes for the oil to come out and avoids spilling it when you're pouring it in. You can really gauge it more accurately doing it like that. Okay. Just wipe this down again, have another dip. We're nearly there, nearly. Just let it settle down a little bit. It's really close. So just another little splodge, not a lot. And there we have it, look. You see that? It's nicely up to the maximum mark. Quick wipe round on there. Get rid of any traces and make the rock cover look nice. Pop the cap back on. I'll just show you how to reset the service light on this one, as we have obviously changed the oil on it, so we can reset that service light, and then you've got a full packet. Then you know you've got all that inspection light out, and the car looks like it's been done, and it's a really good job. Okay, so what we need to do is press this little button here, the brake pedal at the same time, and then turn the ignition on. If I press and hold that button there, press the brake pedal as well, turn the ignition on, wait while the inspection light does its thing. Lights have gone out, turn the ignition off and release the button. Put the ignition back on again, inspection light's gone out. Happy days. And that is it. That's your oil change done. So I hope that's a bit of help to you. If you want to just keep on top of your little servicing and maintain it yourself, that's the way to go.